Why does Owen refuse to talk to you?
His daughter, Valena, is one of the Alessa's maids, so he hasn't heard from her since this whole business started. He demanded we attack the castle, break down the gate, and force our way in. I said it was impossible, but he wouldn't listen. He's locked himself in the smithy now. I can't force him to do repairs. He said he'd rather die first.
Jeez. Nobody else can do these repairs?
Not by nightfall, and not well enough that I'd be happy to test it in combat. If there were others, don't you think I'd ask them?
Well, hey. Is there anything else you need?
We could always use some extra bodies. I see you've convinced Dwyn to come out and help. That'll make a huge difference.
I want to discuss something else.
Shouldn't you be trying to reason with Owen?
I have some questions.
Oh? Ask away.
Why have you been stationed here?
We're the last defenders of them folks in the Chantry. The women, elderly, and the children. They're the ones we need to protect. No matter what happens, we can't let them evil things in there. If they die, the village is done.
Tell me about what's happened here.
Don't rightly know. We heard the Arl was sick and getting worse, but after a while we heard nothing at all. A few folks went up to the castle to see what was going on. They couldn't get in. Nobody was there, not a soul. And then those horrid creatures attacked the village. They were everywhere, people dying. It was awful. Good thing Bantegan was here.
Do you know anything about Arl Eamon's illness?
No. I know the Alessa sent the knights out for a cure. You can ask Sir Perth about it. He was one of them.
I want to discuss something else.
Shouldn't you be trying to reason with Owen? Oh? Ask away.
Oh, I thought that maybe there was something else. Okay, carry on then.
Right. Let's hope we see morning.
I could have sworn there were more questions,
I
but I
don't
guess
like being
they
out
all...
here, Dwyn. The mayor's giving me the evil eye.
Well, he should. Because you're a good-for-nothing liar and a thief. We don't understand why we're out here. We're out here because I say we're gonna help these people. And since I pay your wages, you're gonna do as I say.
Oh, sure, boss. Whatever you say.
That guy sounds like David. I wish he looked like David. Alright, so I have to go talk to Owen, right? So that's this... Oh, okay, that's it then. Is it the way in here then? Got it.
This should be easy
Go
enough.
away. Curse you. Leave me in peace. You've already taken everything out of my stores. There's nothing left.
Okay. I haven't taken anything. Oh, you're mistaken.
Hey? You're not Murdoch. Who are you and what are you doing at my door?
I'd prefer not to speak through a door. Can I come in?
All right, all right. Let me undo the locks. All I ask is that you don't make any trouble.
So I let you in. You wanted to talk. Now we're talking. Mind telling me who you are?
My name is Lina, a Grey Warden helping Bantegan.
The Grey Warden, is it? It takes all kinds. Funny, you didn't sound like an elf through the door. Can't say I expected that. Anyhow, my name's Owen, though you might already know that. Care to join me as I get besotted? Or is there something in particular you wanted?
Why have you locked yourself in the smithy?
My girl, Velena, is one of the Alessa's maids, and she's trapped up there in the castle, but the mayor won't send anyone for her. She's been my life since my wife passed on 2 years ago. Now she's dead, or soon to be. I don't care what happens to me or the village, or anyone!
So you intend to drink yourself to death?
Why not? It's not like we're going to live past the night anyhow. Or are you going to save us?
I intend to try.
Is that so? Maybe it's the drink talking, but you almost sound like you believe that. It'd do me the world of good to think maybe someone like you could go in and find her. Provided any of us live through the night.
What about the militia? They need your help.
If you look for Velena, I'll reopen the smithy and make some repairs for the militia. I can do that much.
And what if she's dead?
It would be better than going to my grave wondering.
I'll do my best.
Not good enough. Murdoch said the same damn thing, and I didn't believe him either.
You were asking a great deal, you wretched little man.
I want a promise. Promise me that you'll look for her. That you'll bring her back to me if you can.
But no one can get into the castle right now.
Eventually, they'll want to seek out the Arl and our lesser. And when they do, you go in and bring my Velena to me.
I promise you we'll find her. I'll find her.
I'll accept that. It's something to hope for, at least.
Oh, lovely. Shall we next begin rescuing kittens from trees?
Right then. It seems I have some work to do relighting the forge, and I suppose I'll have to find some iron. Maybe at the mill. Oh, Murdoch just better send his men here as soon as possible if I'm gonna get to all these repairs and get them done by nightfall. If you need anything done, well, just let me know. I've got a lot to do now, so you'll have to excuse me.
Oh, Morgan, shut up. Alright. Off we go then.
Well, it looks like Owen's finally doing the repairs we need. The damn fool is falling over drunk and still manages to make smithying look easy. Good enough, I say. I'll inform Bantig the militia is ready to fight. We'll give those bastards a welcome they won't soon forget.
You're welcome, jerk. I'd like to talk about Dwayne.
Thanks for persuading him to come out here. He's going to be a great help. I just know it.
I want to discuss something else.
There's not much time before sundown.
I still need... I still need to speak to Sir Perth.
You'll find him and his men at the mill by the bridge, to the north. I have a good feeling about tonight.
Of course. First you're like, oh god, we're all gonna die! And now you're like, I've got a good feeling about this one. Okay. I'm pretty sure this is the way to go. And then over here. Yeah.
I understand the Swamp Witch is out to slay its own mother.
Entirely in self-defense.
So it claims. It could not have been its plan from the very beginning, then.
I knew nothing about my mother's intentions prior to finding the book. It was your notion I arranged that.
Unnecessary, considering it is the only one who can read the book. It could just as well be a journal or a book of recipes.
Would you like me to teach you how to read the book? Then you can see for yourself.
Now it is testing me.
Well, do you care enough to learn or no?
No, I do not care.
Then leave me be.
Okay.
Greetings, Grey Warden. I am as relieved as Ban Tegan is to see you here. I must admit, I do not know how to address an elf in your position. I do not wish to be rude.
Call me whatever you would call a human. Actually, you know what? No, she wouldn't say that. Now I think about it, no. Call me Grey Warden, for that's what I am.
Grey Warden it is, then, and thank you kindly. I am Sir Perth, until recently in direct service of Arl Eamon of Redcliffe. For now my charge is defending the village from these evil assaults. Would that I had chosen not to seek out the urn of sacred ashes. Perhaps I would have fended off whatever evil befell the castle, or perhaps I would be dead. Ah well, with the Grey Warden aiding our defense, perhaps all is not lost.
You mentioned something about an urn?
When the Isle fell sick, we were at a loss. Nothing worked to cure him, and he just kept getting worse. Finally, our lesser Isolde came up with a plan. The Urn of Sacred Ashes is a legendary artifact said to hold great healing powers. If found, it might save him. We knights volunteered to seek it out. Few of us have returned. Many are still out there, unaware of what is happening here.
Just what was Arl sick with?
We were never certain. He thirsted for water and then grew weaker and weaker. He brought in a mage, but even that did nothing. The Arlessa believed he was cursed and that we needed the power of Andraste herself, or he would surely perish.
Why did the Arlessa believe anyone could find the urn?
The Arl once employed a scholar, Brother Genetivi. He had proof the urn was in Ferelden, or so I was told.
Can no one find the other knights and bring them back?
Eventually, perhaps. The ones I have here were those near enough to recall within the last few days. I only returned myself because I was passing by Redcliffe and heard the news of strange attacks.
So the knights left the castle defenseless?
Not at all. A great number of soldiers remained in Castle Redcliffe. I wonder if they perished there and were transformed into these things. The thought chills my blood.
I want to discuss something else.
As you wish.
I think I probably just answered all the questions I have for him, but here we go.
Ask me whatever you wish.
I guess not. Okay. Alright, never mind. It seems I've pretty much asked him everything.
As you wish, Grey Warden. Make a watch over you.
Okay, so what was the point of that?
What is it you need?
Okay, I guess I have to ask. Is there anything I can do to help?
We have sufficient armor and weapons, but my knights are too few to stand against the monsters without assistance. Perhaps you could approach Mother Hannah in the Chantry for some holy protection against these evil creatures. Otherwise, I do not know what else you could provide beyond your own talents. We're as prepared for the onslaught as we could possibly be, all things considered.
Is there anything else you need?
No, nothing comes to mind. If you have not spoken to the Mayor, Murdoch, you should. His militia is far more in need of aid than we are.
Carry on.
As you wish, Grey Warden. Make a watch over you.
Okay. Then... guess we're going to the Chantry. Where's Andis when we need him? Yeah, those of you who played Dragon Age 2 will completely get that one. Alright. Oh, hello.
Bevan said you were the one who found him. I can't possibly repay you.
About the sword I found in your home.
Bevan told me about Grandfather's sword. So you have it then? I suppose it won't go to waste, at least.
I'll return it after the battle. It belongs to your family.
Use it well. If we survive, I'll gladly take it back. Thank you again for Bevan. With my mother gone... Well, I'm just glad he's safe. I can't thank you enough.
Just... oh, well... don't worry about it.
The Maker sent you. I just know it. Thank you again.
Okay. Now to talk to Mother.
Let us pray. Blessed art thou who exists in the Maker's sight. You are of elven blood and a stranger, yet you defend a home that is not your own. We are grateful for that.
I don't need a human god's gratitude.
The Maker smiles on those who aid his children, regardless of their beliefs. But I do not wish to irritate you. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Revered Mother Hannah, head of this chantry, which for the moment is a place of refuge for these poor villagers. They are terrified of tonight's attack, and I fear these walls will not keep them safe. What can I do to help with your task?
Just how safe is the chantry?
It is the sturdiest building in the village. The women, elderly, and children will stay here during the battle, while the militia and knights protect them. They set up a barricade outside the chantry to keep monsters from getting inside. If anything gets in, Ban Tegan is our only defense. Please, have mercy. Help these people. Do whatever you can.
Sir Perth needs holy protection for the knights.
I have done all I can for them. I pray for them each night and seek the Maker's forgiveness for their sins before they face their deaths. What Sir Perth seeks is something that is not in my power to give.
What do you mean?
Sir Perth believes that I can protect them against these creatures, a shield only the Maker can provide, and that I withhold this power. He refuses to accept there is no such thing. I am no mage, and the Maker will not intervene with his power no matter how strong one's faith may be.
Are you saying the Maker has no power?
Of course not. The Maker could do whatever he wished, but he does not provide protection against evil just because one thinks he should. The Maker turned his back on us long ago for mankind's folly. We must earn his grace, not demand it.
Oh, you chantry folk. That sounds like a convenient excuse.
Does it? The Maker created everything you see. It is we who owe him, not the other way around.
What is the harm in giving them hope?
You mean you want me to let them think the Maker protects them in a real sense? I will not lie to them like that.
You will help them because I tell you to, and do it quickly.
You dare threaten me to lie to these poor men? To tell them the Maker protects them when he does not? Very well. Though I loathe doing this, you leave me no option. I have a number of silver-cast holy symbols. Tell Sir Perth that he can have them, and that wearing them will confer the Maker's protection. Now please, let me tend to these poor folk. I must do what I can, and I suggest you do the same.
I'd laugh to see what Alistair's reaction. That would be the last time that I threatened his mother. Okay.
This should be easy enough.
So, then all I have to do, I guess, is go to Sir Perth and let him know that he's apparently being protected by the Maker. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm trying to... I'm looking at my phone because someone commented. I don't know if this person's... I don't even know what to say. For those of you who have played Dragon Age 2, this guy just commented saying, "Who was Meredith again?" on Dragon Age 2 the end. I'm sure he's just being dumb, but... Oh, hey, I see sparkly. Let me get the sparkly first.
I wonder what it must be like to float. Or drown.
Okay. What do you want me to, jump off and find out for you? Let's go to Sir Perth then.
The Knights of Redcliffe are ready to fight at your disposal.
You said you wanted holy protection?
Have you spoken to the revered mother? Has she offered anything?
Mother Hannah has some holy amulets. Would those do?
If they are the same as the symbols worn by their priests, well, that would more than suffice.
You think it would actually help?
Of course I do. These are Maker's symbols. What better protection could we ask for? I will send some men to collect the amulets. Please give my regards to Mother Hannah for seeing some sense at last.
Carry on.
As you wish, Grey Warden. Maker watch over you.
Alright, let's see if there's... I'm pretty sure we are done then with that. I'm going to stop here and do the battle, and then from there on, the next time that Let's Play, hopefully there will be time to just completely, utterly finish Redcliffe completely, okay? So, I will see you guys